is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info.
Previous months, I mean, you can tell the reason why people are holding back because it's had to come to terms with what a lot of people are currently going through. But welcome to Hard Facts. Today, we're talking about some of those things that we are going through and ways that we can move forward and better handle ourselves. How's your right now? I hope you had the time listening to Family on the Morning Crossfire, Fizi on what's happening in Abuja, Sunnyside with SWAT, and right here, riding solo today. Don't worry, the Oracle is good. She's just consulting with the gods, all right? So she will not be here today on Hard Facts. We've got so much conversation planned out today. It'd be great to have you be a part of it as well. I'll be here up until 7 o'clock when I'll hand over to the football frenzy team. They'll be here till 10 o'clock, and Black Coffee tonight with Black Coffee would kick off from 10 till past midnight. So you are going to have a great time as always right here with us on Nigeria Info 95.1. My name is Itodo, and the first hour of the show is live on YouTube and Facebook right now at Nigeria Info Abuja. You can watch live. To also subscribe to our YouTube channel and comment there, because we'll be going through your comments and your thoughts and sharing while the show progresses. Now, Nancy is asking why I haven't joined the the Trekkers Association of Nigeria. Motto, Inofa, we go soon reach. I like to walk, but trekking, I don't know about that. How long have you had to walk for? It's got a logo as well. Itodo, I can't believe you haven't joined and you're saying you haven't seen it. I'm the registrar. Please pay your fees and join sharply. How much do we have to pay, and how frequent would we be required to pay these fees, Nancy? You've been in charge of all of that right now. Yeah. Let's get into the roundtable and see the big stories making the rounds and what your thoughts are. 3 big stories and what you are saying about these stories. Now, the NNPC is saying something about subsidy. Petrol price will come down. That's according to the NNPC. Now, the Group Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Mele Kyari, on Thursday allayed the fears of Nigerians on the rising prices of premium motor spirit, known better as petrol, across the country. The NNPC boss said competition among major players in the oil sector will force down the price of petrol as against the upward trends that have caused panic in the country. Now, reports have it accused returned to fuel stations across the country following the recent increase in the petrol pump price occasioned by the discontinuance of petrol subsidy. Earlier on Wednesday, the NNPC said it had adjusted the pump price of petrol to reflect the market realities. The agency, however, failed to state the new prices of petrol. However, several retail outlets sold the products between 600 and 800 Naira in Lagos, Abuja, Ogun, and some other states. Also, talks between the federal government and the organized labor over the removal of fuel subsidy ended in a deadlock on Wednesday as they failed to reach a consensus following the hike in petrol pump prices to over 700 from 195 Naira per litre by oil marketers. Now, NNPCL have gone on to give a range of what to expect in terms of what we'll be buying fuel across the country. Various states have got various figures attached to them. Now, speaking on Thursday, Kyari said the removal of subsidy will allow new entrants into the market, a move he said will aid competition and phase out monopoly. This, he claimed, would ensure healthy competition, which would ultimately lead to a downward review of pump prices of petroleum across the country. He said, and I quote, The beauty of this subsidy removal is that there will be new entrants because oil marketing companies' reluctance to come into the market all along is the very fact of the subsidy regime that is in place. And that subsidy regime doesn't have a guarantee of repayment back to those who provide the product at subsidized prices. And now that the market is being regulated, oil marketing companies can actually import products, or even if it is produced locally, they can buy and take it into the market and sell it at its retail price. He further went on to state the competition will definitely coming and the market will regulate the price itself. Therefore, this will continue to see different prices because of different approaches from major players. Companies have different approaches to it, and competition will guide that. Ultimately, you would see changes downwards, and it's very likely because efficiency will come in. End of quote. Now, on why fuel stations hiked their pump price when they still have in stock already subsidized products, the NNPCL boss said, "This is the reality of the market. It applies to every commodity and not just petroleum. The prices we are seeing today at our station are the current prices of the commodity. This means that prices in the market can go down at any time, and of course, the market will adjust itself." I guess I just heard someone say, fingers crossed on that, hoping that this actually becomes a reality. Because the belief for a lot of people is what goes up in Nigeria never necessarily comes down. It's difficult for it to reduce in any way. But I'm hoping that in good time, people are able to afford petrol, because it affects everything else across board. And wondering right now how schools would have to increase their bus fare as well as school fees. And seeing that a lot of people are not even getting an increase in their take home every other day. The minimum wage is still at 30,000. So imagine somebody who earns 30,000 and has to pay bus fare for their kids. How would they handle the increase? Because there's an increase in the price of fuel. Korede Bakar, we see you on YouTube right now. Welcome, Chief Itodo. I'm a chief today. I love it. Ibrahim Adara, love your emojis as well. Always looking forward to it. Dambaba Share, who says, Itodo, well done. Wish you a very fruitful, wonderful presentation. You can join live as well. We are live on YouTube and Facebook right now at Nigeria Info Abuja. But reports have it right now that Kerry is currently in a closed door meeting with Adamu. Now, he's meeting the national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, at the party secretariat in Abuja. And this would be due to the fuel subsidy. Now, Kerry, who arrived at the premises at about 12:30 p.m., was received warmly by the chairman and members of the National Working Committee. Although the agenda of the meeting was not revealed, sources at the national headquarters of the party said it may not be unconnected with the removal of petroleum subsidy, which was further amplified on Monday by President Bola Tinubu. Tinubu had affirmed during his swearing-in ceremony that his administration will not continue to pay subsidy on petroleum products. The federal government said is set to enforce it at the payment was no longer viable. And made rounds on social media, and it saw people's communities screaming for bus pipeline. Nothing did not the pipeline. They had to pass over the part of the they used saying the price of petrol is dangerous. It's dangerous, and everybody affected by that space, even the environs go infected by it. Really worrisome. But how are you holding up with this? People have found various measures to handle themselves this period. Some offices have gone on to give time off or cut down on work days. If you have to work 5 days a week or 6 days a week, as the case may be, you're required to come in maybe 3 or 4 and use other days to do something else for yourself, or work virtually, because that's an option for you right now if you're unable to afford the transportation to move from point A to point B, especially if you use the public transport system. Let's get some of your thoughts on this first story right now. 0700 951 0000. 08095974869. Those are the numbers to call in right now. You can also call on WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number is 08099930137. Welcome to you.
Itodo.
Yes, good afternoon.
I greet you. My name is Good Luck.
Welcome to you. Good luck.
Yes. On the issue of subsidy, President Tinubu have shown us the first show force that it did not come to play. I wish him good luck, but we should play with caution because this country, he was the governor of Lagos State before, and he now in the national level. But I know that subsidy is supposed to go. Because people are speaking from subsidy. If there is anything like subsidy, it's supposed to go. But let him play with caution because we're just coming out from former President Muhammad Buhari's governance, and the people have suffered and suffered. And they don't want another suffering again, please. Thank you.
All right. Welcome to you.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Hello. Good afternoon.
We can hear you. Good afternoon. What's your
My name
name?
is Abubakar. Thank you.
Go
My
ahead.
name is Abubakar.
Go ahead, please.
On this issue of this subsidy, for me, this subsidy was supposed to be on till the ending of this job. And for it to have kickstart now, it's like it's stab on the back. We know that the subsidy is going by end of June. People are planning. People have projects on their hands. People are in a different environment. Like me now, I'm going back to Lagos. You know how much further I'm going to take from here going back to Lagos? What kind of thing is that? They have to...
Gota, I can't hear you clearly. Your connection is... Okay, go ahead.
Pass through here. It cannot stay. They cannot just all of a sudden just put on the price. The president never said that if they don't remove the subsidy, it said the budget was meant from January to June. And everybody knows it. Nobody should claim ignorant that they didn't know that this subsidy was supposed to end by June, by ending of this month. And they started by the ending of May. Why? It's like stabbing us on the back. And you cannot say.
All right, Gota.
The NSC have to ensure that they just have to weigh into this. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Now, lending his voice to what's currently going on, Benga Daniel, who is senator-elect for Ogun 8th District, has praised the president for being bold enough. Now, according to him, he said the subsidy regime had become unsustainable, adding that everybody is aware of the fact. He also said subsidy is not just for Nigerians, noting that the petroleum products are illegally smuggled to neighboring West African countries. All right, let's go on this break right now. When we come back, we'll move on to other stories and get to hear your thoughts.
Hello, my name is Kimberly. I'm the host of Hard Facts, and I bring you the biggest stories driving conversation every weekday here on 95.1 Nigeria Info Hard Fact Show. I love to get your opinion and conjectures, but the facts you cannot dispute here on Hard Facts. Join me and let's talk.
Audio Jungle.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info.
So what I'm saying is this. Let me tell you the honest truth. President Tinubu will have been able to prevent this atrocious suffering that Nigeria are going through. He had Nigeria, the increase in the removal of petrol subsidy with the onset of Dangote's production of petroleum products. It's a matter of adhering to the principle of public-private partnership. The government of President Buhari helped Dangote to set up. They did. Because they did not set up, and they did not even repair the refineries. So that is very clear. Wait until Dangote begins to produce sufficient petroleum product before you remove subsidy.
All right.
In fact, the budget space until the end of June. Understand? The end of June. Have we reached the end of June? I want President Tinubu to use wisdom, native wisdom. He is actually with wisdom. Let him not in any way make any mistake during his first decisions in office.
All right, Barrister Hassan.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome to you. Hello?
Hello, Itodo.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I greet all the listeners. Hope is my name.
Welcome to you.
Yeah. My own take is on the issue of subsidy. That's the crisis in petroleum products. What are Nigerians, especially those that are supporting the government, the APC government? If we go to a petrol station to buy well, bring out your membership APC card. That will give you. I'll give you.
Okay, you and I both know that's not possible. Are you trying to be sarcastic here?
No. That some people don't know what is happening. If we are sure that they are supporting this,
So tell us what's happening. What are your thoughts on this? I mean, don't try to veer away from the conversation and make it what it's
bring
not.
Out the APC member. They'll give you full of charge.
All right. Let's see what you're saying on Facebook right now. Oyema Alexander says, good afternoon, texting from Udi in Enugu State. About the fuel subsidy, this fuel pump price, please, we need our refineries to work to help reduce this scarcity. But before then, let the government do the needful to avoid whatever calamity might befall Nigerians. Remain blessed. Remain blessed as well. Good afternoon to you, Chinedu Messi Uchendu. And Clems says, what is really happening in Nigeria today? Okay, you guys are really keeping us abreast as to what's happening in Nigeria every day. May God continue to grant you more grace. Amen. And to you as well. Also, Francis Namani says, The president needs to halt the move for subsidy removal, provide palliative measures before the implementation of subsidy removal. In the same vein, the oil sector needs to be overhauled completely to bring sanity, credibility, and succor to the system. The welfare and well-being of the general public should be given the desired priority for a better Nigeria. May God help us. Welcome to you.
Okay, gentlemen, Itodo.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Bakar from Gwagwalada.
Welcome.
I can't imagine this, and I will never believe it. So people will continue coping with this high cost of living perpetually. Is it possible? With which incomes will people be able to sustain themselves? It is not possible. A presidential pronouncement will not plunge people into another cycle of poverty, vicious cycle of poverty. It is better Mr. President and his whoever, they should go back to their table and marshal out their plan. It's not possible. It's not possible. People will not accept this. Thank you.
All right. Now, the fact that the NNPCL has gone on to reassure Nigerians that in good time, the prices would readjust themselves when we have more people in competition, more people supplying these products. Doesn't that give a bit of hope and light at the end of the tunnel? Wherein, as opposed to postponing this situation, postponing the day that fuel subsidy gets taken away, we just get it over and done with once and for all, which is something that the president has gone on to do right now. We recall that the previous administration stated that they were going to leave it in the hands of the new administration to meet with stakeholders and take a decision that would be better handled. And this is what they've done to go on to remove fuel subsidy. All right, let's get more thoughts and move on to our next story. Welcome to you.
Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
Good afternoon.
Yeah, Mr. Itodo, good afternoon.
Welcome to you.
Yeah, I'm Nasara calling from Garki.
Go ahead, please.
You see, this issue of subsidy,
Yes.
let's not overblow it. It has come to stay, my brother. The pains are very, very serious pains we're going through. I just entered a filling station now and bought fuel for 10,000 naira. And I think I just got at 535 naira in Shafa filling station. So it has come to stay. You see, I listened to Dr. Majid yesterday. He was analyzing the issue, saying that it's not right because if you look at the volume of subsidy that countries like China, I think you are there now, you and
yes.
I think the volume of subsidy in China and the United States. But what we have to look at is that what is our GDP here? Can we compare our GDP with China and the United States? No. Capital, no. We don't produce enough here, and you have made that point. And that means, are we going to dedicate almost 60 to 70% of what we have in payment of subsidy? It's not feasible. It's not realizable. So the earlier the better, people just accept this thing. I think that's just it. It's just left for the government to see. Me, I believe that this government are serious. The way that Tinubu came on, I'm not an APC supporter. I'm not like that. But at least he's challenging the issues head on.
All right.
That's what we need. You don't not just you don't need to sit on the fence here. He's challenging it, and Nigerians we have to bear with it. And then we hope the government is going to do something for the civil servants and for the rest of the populace. But there's no way we have reached a point whereby you can't run away from it.
All right.
Just have to thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much. Welcome to you.
Hello?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Itodo.
Yes, how are you and what's your name?
My name is Thomas Pallister.
Go ahead, please.
For this fresh subsidy, my take is that they remove subsidy of diesel, kerosene, gas. Our problem is that not by removing the first subsidy. What are even the money of subsidy do for Nigeria? Now we go to South Africa, go to Mali, they buy fuel almost 600 or something, 650, 700 a litre. It's not their problem, but they are using the money for the masses, for the country. What they are using for us, they are collecting this money for subsidy, using for their pocket to run their life and their family.
How much is the minimum wage in South Africa? I'm just curious to know. Do you have an idea?
Yes, South Africa, Mali, even nearby countries, Chad.
Yeah. So what's the minimum wage there?
650 naira per liter, 700 naira per liter, equivalent of Nigerian money. That's very well spec. Even Mali, the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so now when you see Nigeria now, it's not about removing the subsidy. What are you using the subsidy money for? They are telling us, say you are going to be using for education and this. If they are promised, okay, what of the diesel they removed before? What they are using the money for? Gas they removed before, what they are using for? Kerosene they removed before, what they are using for? They are lying us. Let me tell you, for my mind, as I'm tired of this country, of this democracy, the best thing Nigeria to have is to have a leader like ready to wipe this democracy away and bring.
All right, no, let's not do that. Don't push the narrative right here, right now. Okay, we have a president right now. He says he's doing his best. The tough times will start off the administration, and eventually things will settling, and everyone will feel the impact of his decision. He's constantly stated that, as well as his aides doing the same thing. Let's take this message real quick and. Okay, where's your message? Okay, it's not here. Let's move on to our next story right now as to what the president is doing. He's gone on to meet with the service chiefs regarding insecurity, which is something that he also highlighted during his inauguration speech as to the direction he wants security to go. And he wants Nigerians to feel safe in their country. Now, the previous administration stated that they had defeated Boko Haram, but we saw other things come up. Kidnapping, headsmen, unknown gunmen, and the likes, which was somewhat overwhelming for some people. But then again, he's ensuring that he meets with the service chiefs and to get to understand what they're currently working on and what measures and strategies that they are using to fight insecurity in the country. He met with the Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Rabo, at the State House, and the meeting is the first official engagement with the security helmsman since assuming office on Monday. Although the meeting's agenda is not yet public, the meeting may feature briefings from each security chief to keep the president abreast with the state of the nation's security. Now, in his inaugural address on Monday, Tinubu had promised Nigerians that security will be top priority for his administration. He said, and I quote, "Security shall be the top priority, because neither prosperity nor justice can prevail amidst insecurity and violence. To effectively tackle this menace, we shall reform both our security doctrine and its architecture. We shall invest more in our security personnel, and this means more than an increase in number. We shall provide better training, equipment, pay, and firepower." Now, on Tuesday, he also met with the Vice President, Kashim Shettima, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, and Group CEO of the NNPCL, Military, amongst others. There's also another meeting that is making the news right now. He met with the Senate President and Speaker of the House of Reps as well. Now, the meeting began at a few minutes past 2 p.m. today, shortly after the principal officers arrived at the State House. It comes shortly after his first security meeting with the service chiefs and the Inspector General of Police. So in the coming hours, we'll get to understand what the meeting was about and what they are going towards. But it may be connected to the inauguration of the members of the 10th National Assembly, scheduled for June, and the eventual election of a new Senate President, Deputy Senate President, Speaker, and Deputy Speaker of the House of Reps. Now, at least 6 senators are running for the seat of the President of the 10th Senate. The contestants are from 4 of the nation's 6 geopolitical zones: the Northwest, the Southeast, the South-South, and the North-Central. Baral Jibrin from Kano State and the former governor of Zamfara, Abdulaziz Yeri, are the 2 contestants from the Northwest. From the Southeast, there are 3. They are the incumbent governor of Ebonyi State, Dave Umahi, a former governor of Abia State, who is the incumbent Senate Whip, Oji Kalu, and Osita Izuna Naso from Imo State. Now, a former governor from Akwa Ibom State, Godswill Akpabio, who was the Senate minority leader between 2015 and 2019 before he defected from the People's Democratic Party to the ruling APC, is the contestant from the South-South. And since we are on the National Assembly right now, quick stop to this one. Reports have it that they've compiled 30 billion naira lawmakers' severance package. Now, the National Assembly management has commenced a clearance of members of the Senate and the House of Reps for payment and collection of severance packages as the 9th Assembly winds down. The clerk of the House, Yahaya Danzaria, made this known in a notice to members at the plenary on Wednesday. The 9th Assembly, which was inaugurated on June 11th, 2019, is expected to wind down by the first week of June, while the 10th Assembly is billed for inauguration on June 13th, 2023. The Speaker of the House, Femi Gbajabiamila, read out the clerk's notice to members on the floor. Now, for the outgoing 9th Assembly, over 30 billion naira has been budgeted for severance and welcome package for outgoing and incoming members and aides in the 2023 Appropriation Act. Now, on the statutory transfers, the National Assembly and its affiliate bodies will spend a total of 194 billion naira this financial year. The sum of 169 billion naira was proposed by the federal bicameral legislature in the original bill. Now, details of the National Assembly budget are as follows: severance, inauguration of outgoing and incoming 9th and 10th Assembly. That's over 30 billion naira. National Assembly Office, over 30 billion naira. Senate, 33 billion. House of Representatives, 51 billion. National Assembly Service Commission, 10 billion. AIDS, 16 billion. PAC Senate, 118 million naira. PAC House of Reps, 142 million naira. That's according to the breakdown. There's a lot more of breakdowns if you get a chance to look through all of that. But meanwhile, the severance benefits to retired head of government agencies and parastatals will cost the country 1 billion naira, while the entitlements of former presidents, heads of state, and vice presidents, chief of general staff was allocated 2.3 billion naira. So we've constantly spoken about the need to cut down on the cost of governance and cut down on other things to ensure that Nigeria is able to have enough to run the country and focus on the basics for its citizens. It begs the question, what exactly is being done, and if we're indeed intentional in ensuring that we cut down on various things that we are currently spending on. Let's get your reactions to this right now. 0700 951 0000 80959 Those are the numbers to call. And so when you do call in, move away from your device, say your name, your location, share your thoughts, not using any foul language, all right, and not disrespecting anyone. Welcome to you. Yes, good afternoon.
Thank you, my brother.
Kim is consulting with the gods.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Welcome to you, Adewumi. What did you say? Yes. I'm having a hard time hearing you. If you can do all to call back so we can hear you clearly. Welcome to you.
Hello?
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Ifan. I'm calling from Atama.
If fine, can you move away from your device so I can hear you clearly?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Let's try this. Go ahead.
Okay, my contribution on this all issue that you read out, please, this year, they are just junketing with Nigerian Naira. The one where they collect all the allowances, the super allowance where they collect, you never give them. They couldn't even consider us with the match. Now this one don't plaster us again with this kind of money of we say subsidy. Why shouldn't you should have waited now? You should have waited. How much is our salary? How much is our salary? How much do they pay us? People consider us. People are crying up and down. We are happy to say again new president. Is it initiative to kill us? God is judging, God is watching, People are crying. You can't even listen to the cry of the masses until we die finish. We're going to allow that. Thank you.
All right. Welcome to you. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, hello, Itodo. Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Go ahead.
That's
Let's hear from you.
Thank you. What you read out. I feel
before you go on, what's your name? What's your name first?
Oh, sorry. My name is Gift.
Go ahead, Gift.
Yes. That is this is just obvious misplaced priority for me, because these are where the monies are going to. And I wonder how Nigerians are accepting this thing. In fact, this question is one that is begging for answer. What else will the government be doing for us now that they remove subsidy? If we are under a government, what else will they be doing for us, please? I wonder how Nigerians are accepting this thing. It is not supposed to be. We are not the ones that cannot build refinery. We are not the ones that cannot, have manufacturing companies all around. We are not in government to determine where all these monies are going to. So they are the ones who is in seats that are supposed to monitor these things and give us a good life as citizens. We have not even started though. For people that, in fact, day before yesterday, Mr. Batified, with all due respect, got on my nerves when he said that we need to double our hustle.
Okay, let's not gift. Let's not get into that back and forth now.
No.
Okay.
I'm not trying to insinuate anything.
Okay.
But I'm doing two things at the moment, but it is not going anywhere. And now this has happened. Where can I now go from here? Honestly,
but
what is really happening?
Quick question. What is wrong with doubling your hustle in terms of having multiple streams of income? Because we've seen people do it in a bid to be able to live the kind of life that they want for themselves.
Of course, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm doing it to live a good life for myself. But you see that one way or the other, the policies of the government will come now crashing on me. And now I have to now triple my hustle. And then next thing, another one will happen. I have to now, can we repeat it? What is really happening? We just came out from cash crunch. We have been crying for a while about that. And then this will now happen. Subsidy is supposed to be there to help us, honestly.
All
I
right.
don't understand why so many people are not even seeing this.
All right.
And then we are accepting it. And this is too bad, honestly. It's too bad.
All right, Gita, I have to let you go right now. Thank you so much for calling
Thank
in.
you.
Welcome to you.
Hello, good day to them.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Fred. I'm calling you from Libre.
Welcome, Fred. Go ahead, please.
So I paid very close attention to what Gift was saying. That's the caller that just finished the call now. And everything she said was exactly what was on my mind. And the question is this: what is the government doing for us apart from subsidy? Do we have good roads?
Hello? Fred, are you there?
Do we have electricity? What exactly is the government doing for us apart from this subsidy that we are enjoying? And now they're taking away this subsidy. So what is left? Is it I don't want to repeat what Gift said, but I'm so ashamed that Nigerians are accepting this. And these are the same people we are seeing on the streets with 4 sirens, moving with 4 sirens for just one person. They have their cars filled up with government money and taxpayers' money, and they're telling us to accept the fuel subsidy. Oh, God. God help Nigeria. Oh, God.
All right, Fred. Welcome to you. Are you there?
Yes. I am here.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
I am Zebe on the line.
Go ahead, Zabin. Zabin, your connection is not great. Can you call back? I can barely hear what you're saying.
Are you with me now?
Okay, let's try this. Go ahead.
Yeah. You see, let me go back to subsidy the mover. If you have a look at this now.
All right, Zabin, sorry I have to let you go. If you can, do well to call back so you can share your thoughts, all right? Welcome to you.
Oh, good afternoon, Dickie.
Good afternoon to you.
Yes, I want to talk of subsidy remover.
What is your name?
And my name is Alex. I'm calling from Cuba.
Welcome, Alex.
Yes, actually, sometimes I'm surprised at how we Nigerians react to so many things. That people will come out to support this kind of policy.
Everyone has got their opinion going for them, and that's okay, as long as it's not disrespectful. You can share yours as well.
I'm not saying, I'm not really condemning them, but it's just that I'm surprised that because this is something, this is what they did during Buhari. People keep giving excuses while don't worry. At the time, the former minister of Petrol also said by the time they remove it, after some time things will normalize. From there, things the price keep going up. So what can government say? This is what they are doing for us. What would they say? This is what we enjoy? Because government is all about the welfare of the citizens. And Nigerians are crying. I can tell you today, so many people could not go to work. Some people that have already made their plans, that went to work yesterday, maybe they went to work, they paid their transportation 300 Naira, thinking that by the time maybe they have 1,000 Naira, both to and fro. Some of them became stranded on the way, just by the mere policy or mere pronouncement of the president. I think as a president, initially when we were very young, when a new president...
Hello, Alex. Okay, Alex's connection. If you can, just call back or send a message to complete your thought. We're just going to break right now, but have someone share their thoughts for 30 seconds if they can. Welcome to you.
Good afternoon, Itodo.
Good afternoon. Can you share your thoughts in 30 seconds? Does that work for you?
Yes. My name is Kevin. I'm calling from Cairo.
All right, Kevin, go ahead.
The policy is not going to help Nigerians in any way. These people sit there, they enjoy a whole lot. Everything, virtually everything, are being paid for with taxpayers' money. They don't know what the masses are going through. So crying out loud. Huh? Where do we go from here? How will you remove subsidy? What are we enjoying if they cannot pay subsidy? What are we enjoying in this country? No good road, no electricity, no water, basically nothing. And they're telling us they cannot pay subsidy for what? This can't stand. For crying out loud, it can't stand.
All right, Kevin. Thank you very much. Let's go on this break right now.
This is Nigeria Info.